Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of James Bond Bitcoin Live, episode 0052, hashtag protection. So, in this episode here, I have a wonderful meme for you. Ponde le play, or Ponde replay. I don't know how to say it. Anyways, if you don't know who this is Rihanna. And I do have Rihanna, a link to Rihanna, a video, music video called Ponde Replay. And I bet y'all didn't know that Rihanna is definitely into hashtag yes2x because she just loves replay. So I'll talk about replay in a minute. I'll also talk about the potential SegWit 2x hard fork coming up in November. That's kind of been my whole theme. Not that I'm for hashtag yes2x. If you know anything about this channel and anything I do, you'll know that this is not something that I'm really support of, but it's a joke, a meme, or a meme, as some of you know. So what is replay? What is a replay attack? Typically, this happens when you have a hard fork or a split in your blockchain. And essentially, there's two chains, and a replay attack is when you spend on one chain, it'll spend the coins on the other chain because they'll have the same address, the same send to address, the same receiving address as well, with different corresponding coins. So, for example, the pending hard fork or split. I don't know if you call it, I guess it's a hard fork. The possibility of a split, a fork in November will produce basically uh, an alternative chain. It'll fork, so to speak. So you have the original chain, um, or the legacy chain, and then a 2x chain. And when the 2x chain forms, you'll basically get some extra coins. But unfortunately, since there is no replay hashtag protection, what ends up happening is when you spend or receive, there's a potential to spend on both sides of the chain. And so it forces you to choose, if you know what's going on, it forces you to choose a coin. So you could choose a legacy coin or the 2x coin. Because once you push send, there's a great possibility that you'll send the other coins as well, and whoever's receiving it may not even know. So you're losing some coins. Now you're not, depending on what you do, if you meant to send regular bitcoins, legacy bitcoins, the person who's receiving bitcoins, legacy bitcoins, will get legacy bitcoins, but they may also inadvertently receive 2x bitcoins, and the person who's receiving that may not even know. And so uh, what you have to do is hopefully a couple things, a couple outcomes. Uh, the people who are for the 2x hard fork, the SegWit 2x hard fork, will implement replay protection last minute, and hopefully that'll protect everyone. Second thing I've heard is you could put a time lock on your legacy Bitcoins, and that way they'll stay in place, and you could spend the 2x Bitcoins. And so once you do that, they're essentially split. You send it to a different address. Now, I don't know much about um, time locking your Bitcoins. I'm going to probably have to do some research on that. If that is the case, I guess it's a separation between people who understand and know how to do that and the people that don't. So there's going to be another divide between the users who are knowledgeable in doing that and the users who are not knowledgeable in doing that. Uh, so I might have to do some research on that, unfortunately. The other option is basically don't spend any of these Bitcoins. Don't spend anything. Just put them in. What I'm going to eventually do is just put them in a paper wallet and just leave them there. And then I'll just buy coins. And if whoever's selling them did not, you know, split their coins or was able to split their coins, I might end up with, you know, 2x coins and regular Bitcoins. And hopefully I'll be smart enough to actually be able to split them. And so there may be some good opportunities here. So Ponde Replay. If you don't know what that means, apparently that is a Barbados slang. Rihanna must be from Barbados. And that means keep it on replay. So Rihanna is a huge hashtag yes2x supporter. She wants to keep everything on replay. Just keep it going. Let the replay attacks happen. So enjoy this meme here. I'll talk a little bit about the uptick in price today. It was good to see the price go up. I always tell people who I troll on YouTube, especially the people who always talk about how they always make money trading altcoins or BitConnect or whatever Ponzi or pyramid scheme that they're in. I always leave comments with these guys that I made $10,000 today, or I made 10 Bitcoin today. Whatever, if the price goes down, I made 10 Bitcoin. If the price goes up, I made $10,000. Anyways, do I really? Well, maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I don't look at my wallet every day. But the point is, if these guys can make $5,000 a day, why can't I make $10,000 a day if I just say it out loud and maybe leave it in the comments? But I will talk about the price a little bit. It was good to see the price go up. I also noticed, and you can check this well, let's check it. I'll check it with you here on Trade Block. I've always noticed correlation, and you all can check it yourselves. But I noticed this correlation. Let this load up here. I've noticed this correlation right here. This is, let me see, September 25th, 5 a.m. This is where I got my line here. But if you can move it up closer, 8:10 a.m. I don't know if that correlates with the current time. Let me see here. Maybe. But you see the mempool went up. It went out all the way up to what? 13, a lot, almost 16, 17,000 transactions in the mempool. Right now, it's currently at 9. I've noticed whenever there's an uptick in the mempool, there's also an uptick in the price. And ironically, or coincidentally, as the mempool also went up, the price also went up. So that may be something to watch out for in the future. If you ever see the mempool all of a sudden go up. It could be a couple reasons. Maybe the price went up and then everybody was trying to go on the exchange. I don't know what the cause or the reason is. I'm thinking that's one of them, but it may not be. Another thing is to watch out for is to see if the mempool starts falling back down and see if the price also starts falling back down, because then that would prove my theory that the price goes up on the exchanges. People see that, they're in a mad rush to send their coins to the exchanges, and then once it confirms, it will eventually people will trade on that. In other words, they'll dump their coins, maybe to get altcoins, maybe to convert into Tether or Cash, uh, whatever you call it. And yes, it is just an uptick because, um, in order to, on a trend line, it looks like it's broken, the resistance line, if you just draw a line on a chart. But the price really has to break beyond 4,000, beyond 4,500, beyond 4,800. It has to really break 5,000. And so if it can break 5,000 and stay above 5,000, we got a bull market again. Okay, we got return of the bull market. But until then, yeah, it's probably a bigger, longer version of a dead cat bounce. If you pull back to like a weekly, it's a dead cat bounce for the most part. But we'll see. Anyways, this concludes my episode. It's been about 10 minutes. Feel free to like, dislike, um, leave a comment after the live stream, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned.